Alright guys, here we are to talk about Twilight Zone Season 3, Episode 3.
What up?
So this one, it got to me a little bit.
I was going to say, we are going to disagree about this, because this has none of the elements that a Twilight Zone should have, and I liked it.
No, I think it did. I think it
Yes.
did. I think the twist was enough. It was still Twilight Zone-y, but it was so grounded in reality that I guess it's almost a little outside itself.
Well, they could have pushed it, like, farther. It could have been darker, paranormal, or weird, or something, right? Like it could have been aliens, and then when they observe the people acting like that, they go, there's no civilized life here, we should destroy the planet. They should have done something like that. Or, like somehow, through all the actions, like only the guy in the bomb shelter dies. And then they go, false alarm, everybody, you know, and, like, everything's fine, right? But they did that without, like, the stakes being as high. They still have that thing of, like, oh, crap.
I almost would have liked for it to end and a bomb does go off, but since they've pierced the door,
I was thinking
they
that too.
all die.
Exactly.
I think
That's
that would've been interesting.
Scorpion and the fox.
If you
thing
can
or
break
whatever.
into a bomb shelter that easily,
That's
though,
so dumb, yeah.
you're dead anyway. The door was made of a piece of plywood.
I
like,
figured you would call that out as, like, when they forced their way in, the door is, like, bent at a weird angle where it's like, that door's made of nothing. Like, what are you doing? But
like,
that's
it's
you know,
a set.
It's a set.
I understood
That's
what they were
fine.
going for. But yeah, that whole thing, and this annoys me all the time. Like, you ever been prepared for a situation?
Yes.
Let's just say
Literally my entire life, no offense to you, but yes, literally, I always think of everything and have everything prepared, and someone's like, well, can I just go there with you? And I'm like, what? And I go, yes, that's fine, that's how
No,
it
but
works.
even down to little things like, I've got gum in my pocket.
Yes.
I could use a piece of gum right now.
You become
and now I'm the gum guy.
You become the fucking gum guy.
Yeah.
And you gotta stock multiple flavors, because not everyone likes wintergreen, which is the best flavor. I don't understand why everyone's wanting this spearmint, peppermint shit.
But that's one of those things where you'll purposely avoid using something that would be
Yes.
beneficial to you right now because you know everyone else was not prepared.
It's every episode of everything, like even like Star Trek would dabble in this, where you're like marooned somewhere, and one person like has stuff because you're like worried. Like I always have all these things. I have my things.
Yeah.
But this is like the worst fear because you can put yourself in either people's shoes.
Sure.
Right? Where it's like, why would I have a bomb shelter? This guy's crazy. Or like, I'm the one with the bomb shelter. It literally can only save X people.
Yeah.
And we have X people. I'm sorry, you're wasting your time out there. His like fucking like acting.
I think I would be the brutally rational person in this situation
Yeah.
if I was outside the bomb shelter. Like,
Yeah.
well, fuck me.
Yes.
God, all right. Good on you, Jim. And
Would you, or would you be like, well, I can kill Jim, and then there's still 3 people?
No, but unless you can get Jim to open the door, I'm smart
Yeah.
enough to know that if I break the door, it's not a bomb shelter anymore.
Exactly, because we're not just talking about explosions or like whatever.
It's
like
the air.
they specifically say like radiation, air
Yeah.
filter, and all that stuff. So, yeah, so breaking in should never be an option.
No.
It would have to be convincing him, right?
But, like, the morons are the ones that would break in because
Yes.
they're too dumb to realize. And I'd be shouting to the wall, do you get what I'm saying? More than 3 of us die anyway.
Right.
Let me live.
And that's what I thought the message was going to be, is like, by this reaction, you've killed us all, or something like
Yeah.
that, right? And it wasn't that was kind of disappointing, but I still liked it. I liked the performances, and I liked the whole, when he's just walking around his house at the end, like, does anyone know who we truly are?
I wanted
end of the
more
day.
at that end, that
Yeah.
speech, because you see, like, him shocked and walking around there like, oh, it's all right, man. We'll pay for the damages. Da, da, da. I wanted to be like, do you
Damages.
understand? You are murderers.
There you go.
I may
Yeah.
not have saved you, but you killed me.
Right.
Like, I could not have saved you if I wanted to. This shelter I built with my time and my money to save
Right.
my family. I, over the course of years, told you all how you should be doing the same, and you laughed at me. And for me, you know, being the ant, storing up the food,
I was gonna mention
you
grasshopper
killed
and the
me,
ant.
you grasshopper bitches.
Grasshopper, fuck. Yeah, exactly. No, and like
That I would have to murder all of them because
no, like,
that's attempted murder. They attempted to
see-
murder me. I
Yeah.
now get it's eye for an eye times 1,000. I get
think-
to kill the whole room.
I think he was like meant to be like a wiser, a more passive character. But yes, like he could have worked into that speech. Like, how are we supposed to sit around and eat cake and laugh with our kids when I know that when push comes to shove, you would try to kill me or whatever,
Yeah.
right? Like, because that's real. That's
I would
that's
never
horrible.
associate with people ever again. You couldn't.
It would be really hard.
And how quickly that one dude turned to a violent rapist, racist.
I was gonna say they even worked in the racism where like it took me a second because now in like the modern I'm like that dude seems super white. What even is he? Mustache? He's the mustache race.
What, it's Italian,
like,
right?
Something, right?
We don't trust Italians apparently.
They called him something, and or like his name was Weiss, I thought, and I'm like, what? What are you even supposed to be? The times have changed.
Oh yeah.
Yes, ridiculous. But yes, no, like immediately, and that's when you know. That's like when someone breaks something, and then you go, "You're so irresponsible. You never do this. You're always doing that." And you're like, "This is not about me breaking this one thing, right?"
Yeah.
Like that guy had all this stuff, and then at the end, he's trying to be like, "Hey, I was just off my rocker, you see, oh." And it's like, no. This whole time you've been like, "Who does that guy think he is? Moving into my neighborhood, our street. This is our street. The next street over is not." Like immediately, right?
I thought
like,
that was hysterical too. That in the middle of this bomb, crisis, they're like, "John, can we have your pipe?"
Yes.
Nothing. Shut up, John. This is pipe for us.
They kind of hand wave that, right? Like, "Well, just tell him to keep his mouth shut." See, and you're like, okay, but
what?
But I like that it was this debate. I like that the wives and the husbands and everyone had like a different point of view, and it wasn't just like angry mob guy inside. Even outside, they were arguing amongst themselves and within themselves.
Another twist that I would have liked is if you never saw the inside of the bomb shelter till like the very end when they broke it down, and you realize it's the size of like 3 people standing upright, and like like a little bit of food on a shelf above their head. Like it is just big enough for them to save, and like we can't fit in here if we wanted to. You killed us for nothing.
Yeah. Or there would have been a bit like where I thought it might be going is like they get in and they lock the door, but it's like a time lock, and now because there's so many people in there, they're all going to suffocate and die or something like that. That's where my brain always goes with these things. I want it to be the darkest thing ever.
A little bit more.
Right.
Did you notice the biggest thing of water he was carrying was empty?
Yeah, it was weird.
Yep. They didn't acknowledge that. He probably couldn't carry it because he's old and his hands don't work.
And it was like an active prop. He was meant to half drop it and kind of pick it up again and stuff. So I don't know what that was all about. But whatever.
I don't know.
That was a good bit too. I don't know why they shut off the water if it was a false alarm, but that's fine. I'm not gonna.
Do you think it's that they shut off the water, or that everyone was
wanted
using the
so
water
much water
and that just depleted the water?
I don't know how much water we have, if that's possible.
Well, if especially back in the day, I don't think it was uncommon to have all your water in a water tower. So I think the water tower could be depleted.
So like locally sourced artisan water. Yeah, that's possible.
And until it's refilled to a point, the pressure is not able to drop the water to people.
I wonder if that would come up more. Because now we've never had like, there's not enough water. It's always been like...
Well, we have charged lines now.
Turn on the water, from space.
Yeah, from space.
Satellites distribute the water evenly across all the houses.
But that interested me. I was like, all right. That's cool. I didn't have too many flaws with it. My biggest flaw was that empty glass where I was just like, hey, I could have just made that solid. Or maybe he kept dropping it and it was breaking because it was full. I don't know.
Oh, interesting. No, but like super, like well crafted, solid. You had them hiding it from the kid and the mother freaking out, and she has like a little monologue, like maybe it's better just to die, and all that stuff. And I'm like, oof.
But there are people have that thought
I know.
too, and I
perfect.
think they said the exact thing too, where it's like, well, when you come out of here, you didn't bypass the radiation. We're just delaying the inevitable a little bit. And we're in the same boat where we're close enough to New York that if something went down, we're getting it.
That's one of my notes, too, is like I meant to go check what is 40 miles from New York. Because we're like 30 miles.
We're
or
23, I think.
We're closer to New York even than that. So I'm not sure where this was meant to take place. We might get hit in
the first shot.
Yeah, which would be merciful.
And like we have a basement, but there are windows. Like it's not like it's an actual bomb shelter.
It's not
basement.
like airtight. I mean, we probably huddled down there as like our best option or something like that. But at the same time,
now I go high. I go to the attic.
Let
the bomb come out below me,
exactly.
and then the attic will just land, and we'll be in a 1-story house instead of a 3. It'll be bam.
I've seen it on TV.
That's how it works.
That famous shot. The roof definitely. Everyone up there is fine.
End up in Oz.
The cow literally just turns into a pile of hamburgers as the shockwave hits. No, some of this stuff is terrifying, and like of all of the things that I don't have context for as a person in the year of our Lord 2018, the whole like constant threat of thermonuclear death is definitely like a big one where I'm like, well, what would that be like? I hear sirens. We might all die like at any given time, right? As opposed to just
certainly
rarely.
Terrifying.
Yeah, that's not something I can like imagine properly. That might put things into like
Unless
perspective.
you were to be an inhabitant of Hawaii recently.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's really had that in a while.
Oh yeah, California, whatever. Somebody on a podcast I listened to was traveling somewhere where it snowed, and he had been in California for like a while. So he just opened up the window and saw like flakes in the thing, and his first thought was, "Oh no, not again!" Because they had all those horrible wildfires and smoke and like ash in the sky and all that stuff. He's like, "Wait, no, I'm in Chicago. It's not that. It's not that." Or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, your perception definitely skewed based on the time and area you live in.
And even if it's just people are like tweeting, like, if you're on this block, evacuate now. They haven't told you yet, but we're all going to die or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, not into that.
But this is a good episode.
Solid.
I would have preferred a darker twist, I think, or at least a better rant at the end. But it had everything I needed to be a good episode, captivating, enjoyable.
I fully agree.
All right, guys, that's our thoughts on this episode of Twilight Zone. Let us know in those comments below what you think about it. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, internets. I just love watching JustDaggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.